Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the channel. My name is Mika, and this is Red Pill Africa. Today, ladies, I have something for you. Ladies, you have been very supportive of me and of this channel since the beginning, and deep down from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate that. So today, I have something for you. I hope you find it useful. But be warned, this is not the kind of sweet dating advice you hear on Steve Harvey's show. This is a Red Pill channel. I create Red Pill content. And the Red Pill truth is not an easy pill to swallow. The bitter taste of the Red Pill truth is not an easy thing to swallow. And I totally do understand that. But here, I keep it real. Here, I keep it raw. And today's video is going to be one of the realest videos I will ever make on this channel. Some people's feelings are probably going to get hurt along the way. Yeah, that's possible. But at the end of it all, once you're done crying, once you're done hating on me, if that's what you're going to choose to do, sit down with yourself and think about what I'm going to tell you in this video. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about your dating foolishness. I'm going to tell you about the red pill truth about your dating foolishness. I'm not telling you to stop. No. I will just point it out. My intentions with this video are very noble. And I hope you use this information to make better dating decisions. But at the end of the day, the choice is all yours. If you are ready to listen, let us go. If not, no problem. Go make yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a glass of juice as you watch a romantic movie, and I will see you in my next video. And for those who are going to stay, if you are the kind of person, man or woman, who gets easily riled up, easily pissed off whenever somebody says something unflattering about a female, this video is not for you either. You can skip this video and watch my other videos, because I honestly do not want to annoy anyone. And I don't want you coming to my comment section trying to piss me off in return. Agreed? Good. And because this video is about my very own Kenyan sisters in the Middle East, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. But I'm not making this video to tell my Kenyan girls what to do with their personal lives. No. I never tell anyone what to do with their lives in my videos. I don't. But I'd like to see a Kenyan girl doing good. I'd like to see a Kenyan sister doing well for herself here in the Middle East. The way I see beautiful girls back home doing so well for themselves. Honest to God, I'd like to see the same thing here. Unfortunately, over the years that I have been in the Middle East, I have observed among the Kenyan diaspora, the women believe that the best and the only way to make it in life here in the Middle East is to find a man from America, a man from Germany, a man from UK, and these other parts of Europe. And they believe in that like the gospel truth from the Bible. You can't tell them otherwise. And most of these guys are so blinded by that belief, they don't see any other way of making their lives better. And I must admit, there is a lot of truth in that belief about the men from the West. But that is only if you meet an honest guy with good financial means who is genuinely interested in you. Genuinely interested in you as a woman. He will definitely take good care of you, that's for sure. But it all depends. And this is where you girls mess up. You don't know where to place your bets and where not to. So long as it is a guy from the West, so long as it is a guy from Europe, you immediately dive into the relationship with him. And from my personal observation, over the years, the longer the girl has been in the Middle East practicing and sharpening her hunting skills for this type of men, the worse. Now, ladies, here is how you girls mess up these numerous relationships that you find yourself into every year. The first way you girls mess up is you have no clue of your own sexual market value in relation to the guy's sexual market value. Have some patience, I will explain that. The second way you girls mess up is the way you present yourself to the guy right from day one to the day you get dumped. The third way you girls mess up is your sense of judgment is zero. Like your instincts are dead. Or maybe it's just foolishness. I don't know. I'll let you decide that after I have explained. Ladies, there is nothing wrong with a woman wanting better for herself. There is nothing wrong with a woman wanting the best she can have. And I'm not here to kill any woman's hope or dreams of landing a successful white guy who is going to sweep you off your feet and whisk you away to live in luxury in America or in Europe for the rest of your life. Now, that's not the purpose of this video. And to be honest, I'd love to see that happen often. Because if you win as your brother, I feel proud of you. But before you start building those imaginary castles in the air, take a good look at the guy you're dating. Then take a closer look at yourself to gauge your sexual market value in relation to his sexual market value. What do you see? How is yours in comparison to his on the scale of 1 to 10? Before I clarify how to do that, let me tell you a little story that brought up this whole topic. This whole thing happened some months ago. I was in the gym working out with a friend who also happens to be a former client of mine. At the end of our workout, he was like, by the way, I'm sleeping with your sister. You should meet her. Maybe she's from your village. That was my friend's way of saying I'm dating a Kenyan girl. And I was like, oh, how long have you been smashing my sister behind my back? He was like, slightly over a month now. I've been seeing her almost every weekend. And I must admit, the sex is damn good. That girl is good. I was like, wow, damn. Every weekend, she must be hot. Let me see her. Show me her picture. I was curious. He had none. Not even one little picture of her on his phone. Right there and then, I suspected this is not the kind of girl he was proud of and wanted to keep in his life. You know, the kind of girl that a guy goes crazy for and shows off to his boys. This girl was not it. And I wasn't wrong. Stay at the end of this video and find out why. That weekend, I met the girl. She was Kenyan for sure, 33 years old. She works as a waitress in some KFC joint in town. Not that there's anything wrong with that, so long as you have love and passion for it. She's also a single mom of 2. Again, there's nothing wrong being a single mom at age 3. I'm a parent myself. I know how wonderful it feels to have kids. Beauty, average looking. Her body, let me call a spade a spade. She's a bit on the fat side of life. She seems like she had a very good body at some point in her life, but now it's getting out of hand, most likely because of age, junk food, and lack of exercise. Ladies, like I said earlier, before you go wild that you're dating a guy from the West, take a good look at the guy. Then take a much closer look at yourself as a woman. Do you think a 40-year-old guy with a degree in mechanical engineering, living in a 12,000 reals house per month, driving the latest Audi, and in good physical shape would be so wowed that he's dating a 33-year-old KFC waitress, a single mom of 2 boys back home, average looking, a bit on the fat side of life, no degree, no diploma, no certificate in anything, and no future prospects? Do you think that guy will be so wowed by that? A majority of you ladies are going to say, and what's wrong with that? Allow me to reverse the roles for you. maybe this might help you see the picture much more clearly. Let us say this Kenyan lady, this 33-year-old Kenyan lady has a degree in mechanical engineering from abroad, right? She is a manager at her place of work, okay? She drives around town in her latest Audi. She lives in a 12,000 reals house. That's about Kenya shillings 350,000 per month, all right? She works out, she's in good shape, she can afford someone like me for a personalized training program, nutritional advice, meal plans, you name it all, and comfortably pay for my time to get her through it, all right? Let us say she meets a 40-year-old guy who works as a waiter at KFC, no certificate in anything, and no future prospects. A single father of 2 boys from previous relationships. The guy is not handsome and he is completely out of shape. Do you think that guy would be her best option if she was looking for a serious relationship that might lead to marriage? I'm sure the answer is no. And yet, most of you girls expect us men to do it simply because you have something sweet between your legs. Do you see how delusional most of you girls are? Do you see? Ladies, having that thing between your legs and being good in bed works quite well for a few weeks or a few months if the guy is just looking for fun and nothing else. But for a guy with a high sexual market value, if he's looking for a serious relationship, you will not even be in his list of options, no matter how good in bed you are. Ladies, for a man to consider you for a serious relationship, you have to meet certain minimum qualifications depending on the man. And for you, my Kenyan sisters, the type of men you insist on running after here in the Middle East, most of you girls do not have what they want in a woman. The truth be told. You assume just because you get invited over every week for drinks and sex, you must qualify to be his woman. No. Look, sweetie, no matter how many times you get invited over, no matter how many crazy acrobatics and karate judos you perform in bed while you are over there, you will never be. This does not make you a bad person. No. You simply do not have what the guy wants and desires in a life partner. You don't. Sweetie, if you are a wise girl, at age 33 like my Kenyan sister here, you should know where you qualify and where you don't, so that you don't find yourself in situations where it always ends up by you feeling used and dumped. Have you ever asked yourself why you always find yourself in situations where it always ends up badly for you despite your good intentions? It is because you do not know where you qualify and where you don't. You don't know where to invest and where not to invest into. So long as it's a guy from Europe, you're in. So long as it's a guy from the West, you're all the way in. And you end up getting hurt. Sweetie, at age 33, your body cannot be the only thing of value you bring to the table. As a woman, you have to know what other value you can bring to the relationship other than your body. Ask yourself, what can you bring to the relationship that a cute 24-year-old with a hot body cannot bring? Is there anything extra you're bringing into the relationship? Is there anything extra you're bringing into this man's life that a 25-year-old with a beautiful face and a sex body cannot bring in his life? Look at the guy you are dating again. What do you see? You see a successful potential white husband from abroad who is going to set you up in a life of luxury if you play your cards right. You have given him ticks in all your little check boxes, right? How about you? How many ticks have you got from him apart from being good in bed? Ladies, the kind of high-value men, principled men, men who knows what they want and design a quality woman are not going to keep you in their lives if you present yourself like a woman who has nothing else to offer except your body. These are not the days of your grandmothers. Gender equality has changed the relationship dynamics. And it's only going to get worse, especially for you girls who have no any other ambition in life except to land yourself a man with money. Things are gonna get tough for you. Ladies, high value men, men with high sexual market value do not come down here to have serious relationships with women. They do come down here a lot just to enjoy some good, easy sex, but nothing serious. It's like a celebrity having sex with a groupie, or a musician having sex on several occasions with his favorite video vixen, or just a general hotel manager having sex on the down low with a cute waitress. It's nothing serious. According to him, in his mind, he is not dating you. He is just enjoying having good sex with you. And that's all there is to it. But you go around bragging to your little girlfriends and some family members how you are dating a guy, I don't know, from Italy. I'm dating a guy from Australia. I'm dating a guy, I don't know from where. Sweetie, don't let these sexual encounters with these men get to your head. It's just sex. Ladies, your sexual market value is measured based on what men look for in a woman on the primal level, and that's beauty, youth, and virtue. The younger you are, the more beautiful you are, the more men are going to desire you, because that's what men look for in a woman on the primal level. When I say young here, I mean age 20 and 25. That is the age range when a woman's sexual attractiveness is at her peak in the eyes of men. When I say beauty here, what I mean is physical beauty, a beautiful face and a nice body, not inner beauty. Inner beauty falls under virtue. We can't rule that out, right? And I know they say everybody is beautiful, and that's true. But in the sexual marketplace, some people will always be more beautiful than others. Sweetie, next time, before you apply your makeup and jump into a taxi to head over there, feeling like you're the hottest thing to come out of Mama Africa, I know, that's what these men tell you when they're picking you up. Very nice pickup line, yeah. Put your little makeup mirror to the side and take a good look at yourself in front of a full-length mirror. Because men are, and we will always be, visual creatures. More than you can ever imagine in your female mind. We see the whole package, not just a face with makeup. To compare your sexual market value to that of the man you are dating, I want you to imagine this. Put this guy in a room of 20 women between the age of 20 and 40 years. Introduce the guy, tell them he is 40 years old, that he has a degree in mechanical engineering, tell them he is a manager at his place of work, tell them he makes this amount of money per month or per year, show them the house where he lives, and show them the car that he drives, and tell them he is seriously looking for a woman to date in a relationship that might lead to marriage, right? How many of these women in this room do you think will be willing to date him? About 80 to 90% of these women would be ready to date the guy right there. Why? Because he has a lot of things that women look for in a man. Financial stability, he's got maturity, He has a comfortable home. He seems like he can provide well for a woman. He is well educated and he is in great physical shape. Now, let us put our sister in a room of 20 men between the age of 20 and 40 years. Introduce the girl. Tell them she is 33 years old and she is a single mother of 2. Tell them her level of education and tell them she works as a waitress. Show them where she lives and tell them she is seriously looking for a man to date in a relationship that might lead to marriage. Although 60 to 70% of the men in that room wouldn't mind sleeping with her once or twice or even 3 times, very few of these men would be willing to date her on a serious note in a relationship that might lead to marriage. Trust me on that one. That tells you how low your sexual market value is in comparison to the man you are dating. The lower your sexual market value is in comparison to the man you are dating, the less likely he is to keep you. Men marry women whose sexual market value is almost the same, or just a little bit lower, but not women at the bottom of the scale. If we compare our sister's sexual market value to that of the man she's crying over, there is a huge difference. Our sister here is 33 years old. She's a single mother of 2 boys back home, average looking and out of shape. No offense meant. And I know most of you girls identify with her. You're just single mothers, just like her. Here working hard to take care of your kids. You're average looking and out of shape, just like her. Like I said, no offense meant. But now here is the bottom line. The older you are as a woman, the more kids you have, the more out of shape you are. You are not beautiful and no future prospects, the less your sexual market value in the eyes of a modern man who is looking for a serious relationship. You are still going to get plenty of sex offers, especially if you have a nice body, even from high-value men like my friend here, which completely fools you thinking that you must be some hot stuff from Mama Africa. But none of these guys are going to take you serious because you simply do not have what they value in a life partner. Look at this particular guy that I'm talking about. He's not like a tired old white man who is now worried he might die alone in bed and is now willing to take in anything. No. The guy is 40, in his prime, in great physical shape. The guy has a good job, he's making good money, lives in a nice house, and drives a nice car. Take it from me, girls. This kind of guy can have so many other better dating options than a single mother of 2, a fat waitress with no future prospects.